Hey guys, as we know, I live in Florida and it is hurricane season. There's actually a hurricane happening outside right now, so everything's canceled today. Can't really do anything except stay inside for the next day or two, praying that everything, is fine, but honestly, hurricanes are normal for me around this time. So, I'm going to be trying to reading for 24 hours straight. It is 2:02 now in the afternoon, and I'm going to be trying to reading for 24 hours until 2 p.m. tomorrow. The storm was supposed to hit us really bad this morning, but there hasn't really been much besides just constant rain, and it hasn't been that heavy. So I am thankfully very grateful to be on the lucky end of everything, and I hope that everyone that is getting hit by the hurricane is okay and safe, and I'm praying for all of you guys. For today, the book that I'm currently reading is Reckless. This is going to be in one of my other videos coming up, but I'm almost done with it. I'm this much done with it. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and start this, and I'm going to finish this, and then we'll pick another book for this video. But yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. Stop wasting time. I actually still have my stopwatch up for my last 24-hour video. I actually think I want to do a timer instead of a stopwatch. And start. So I stopped my timer at 22 hours, 1 minute, and 33 seconds. If you can see that. I just finished Reckless. We're ignoring the fact that that little chunk took me 2 hours. We're definitely ignoring that. The ending, what the freak, I did guess the ending. I just wanted to let you guys know that. I don't know if a lot of people guessed it, but I'm proud to say that I guessed it. But what the freak, I felt like it was repetitive, but at the same time I really enjoyed Peyton and Kai's journey and their banter and everything. So it's very confusing on what I'm going to read, and I think I'm going to save it for the end. But just know I did enjoy it, but I also had some things that I didn't like. Anyways, so I have this book, Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. This is a part of the Windy City series. Is that right? Oh my gosh, we're matching low-key. A hockey romance. So he's a hockey player and she's a flight attendant. I've heard that this one is actually everyone's least favorite book of the series, but I really want to read this series because I've heard a lot of talk about it lately. I think another book just came out and they're all on Kindle Unlimited, so I think I'm going to pick this up, and if I'm not enjoying it, then I'll have another book that I'll switch back to whenever I want to break, because it is pretty thick. And like I said, I'm such a slow reader that I'm probably going to read 3 books in 24 hours. There's just something that I love about 24-hour reading videos is that I can finish a book and start another book randomly. I have so many books on my bookshelf or on Kindle Unlimited that I can read, but I never just pick them up unless it's a 24-hour reading video or a mood reading video. Other than that, it's challenges, so I don't get to pick. But I just love doing 24-hour readathons because 24 hours of straight mood reading, and it's just so nice. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm going to read this. I want to read a little bit of the book, but I'm probably gonna switch to my Kindle soon just because it's easier to hold. Starting this now. I look like a mess right now. Oh my goodness. Ignore that. I've literally been in bed reading for hours straight, obviously because that's the point of this video. It's only 10:50 p.m. I paused the timer. 16 hours and 54 minutes left. I did continue to read Mile High. I'm on chapter 19, 31% in. I've been reading on my Kindle, so I'm gonna put in the book, see how far I've gotten visually. I read that much. Why is this book so long? Anyways, I'm actually enjoying it, and I really thought I wasn't going to, so I'm not enjoying it oh my gosh, wow, this is so good. I'm kind of enjoying it in a comforting Wattpad way. It brings me back to Wattpad times where it's in the beginning I talked about he's a player, hockey player, he's known for his bad boy reputation and dates all these different girls, or hooks up with all these different girls. That's literally what he's known for, and she's a flight attendant for their whole year, and her brother is a famous basketball player, so she's been around athletes her whole life because of him, and she's also traveled with other athletes, so she's not completely in awe of him. He's taken aback by it because all the girls fall for him, they all are desperate for him, but she's not. So that's what I'm talking about, a Wattpad way, where it's oh, she's not like other girls, she's not super girly, she wears sweatpants. So obviously he's drawn to her because she's not obsessed with him, and I was gonna say they have decent banter. It is decent. It's not best banter. After reading Reckless, it's not banter compared to Reckless, of course. And obviously this is more lusty than lovey. It's not a bad book. I definitely think that I'll finish it. I think that I'll keep reading it. It just won't be a 5-star or anything, but I definitely think I'll continue the series. But yeah, overall enjoying it. And as far as the challenge goes, obviously I started this during the day, so like I'm not super tired right now, so I'm not struggling with that yet. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. I don't think I've ever looked worse in a video. I don't know if I'm actually even gonna put that in the video because that is scary. I have a headache because I'm so tired and I'm squinting my eyes trying to stay open and read. I'm tired. It's 3 a.m. 3:02. My timer has 13 hours and 1 minute. That's actually so depressing. How is this book so long? 64% in. I feel like this book should be at like 80% done. 64? I read this much left. Oh, that's so much though. It says I have 3 hours and 47 minutes left in this book. I'm so tired. So I talked about how I love these videos, the 24-hour readathon videos, and I do. But I don't think that I enjoy them whenever I try to do it for 24 hours straight. Here's my dilemma. I get tired. I love sleep. Sleep is like probably my favorite thing to do. So that's my first dilemma, is that I love sleep. I'm exhausted right now. Second of all, it takes me longer to read a book when I'm tired because like I said, I was like falling asleep dozing off, so I had to reread the page like twice because I would go cross-eyed basically. Love sleep, takes longer, and I forget what I read. I like these videos, but I think if I do them in the future, I won't do them for 24 hours straight. I think I'll do them for 24 hours, but maybe like 12 hours, and then I go to sleep, and then 12 hours. This video, I was gonna do it obviously because there's a hurricane and I had to stay inside, but where I live, the hurricane, I got lucky it didn't really hit me. So honestly, it's just been like constant rain, and there was like flooding in my backyard, but it wasn't a crazy storm like a tornado or thunder, lightning, like none of that happened. It was just like raining all day. But I think that I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what I wanted to say, is I can't enjoy the book as much as I know that I would if I was not as tired as I am. Does that make sense? I feel like I was just giving you a riddle right there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about the book. Why am I eating it up? Xander's now is a completely different person than in the beginning. And it's not the type where it's like, oh my gosh, he put on this facade how he hates everyone, and like in his mind though, you know, he's not like that. But literally in the first chapter, yeah, I think it was literally the first chapter, it was in his point of view. And in his head, he was talking about women that way. They're just objects and he's just using them. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Usually they'll talk about them like that, maybe on the outside, but on the inside, like in their point of view, you can see that they don't actually feel that way. But he really felt that way in the beginning. It's weird because now it's not like that at all. It's kind of playing into the whole, oh, he did this for fame and his facade for his hockey self, so he like played into it. But I don't know, I'm actually enjoying it though more than I thought I was going to, and I think it's because I went into this thinking that I wasn't gonna like it that much, especially in the first chapter. I was like, oh wow, I'm not gonna like this guy. I don't know, I actually really like their relationship, and I think that they really do see each other, and I think it's so cute how they just understand each other, and they don't come from completely different worlds, but you wouldn't think that they would go for each other, but they actually have so much stuff in common. But yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I slept way longer than I should have. I felt dead, and I have a headache. I have such a bad headache. But I made some coffee, but I really just want to finish this book. So I have the physical copy, and I have my Kindle and my coffee. So let's just get started. I just stopped my timer and we've officially hit single digits. 9 hours, 9 minutes, 27 seconds. But I just finished Mile High. I enjoyed that book way more than I thought I was going to. I literally like teared up at the end. But I actually enjoyed this book so much, and I already have The Right Move downloaded on my Kindle because I don't have any other physical copies other than this one. So I'm gonna read the other ones on my Kindle. It follows Indy and Ryan, which is Stevie's brother and her best friend. And it's like forced proximity because Indy moves in with him and a little bit of fake dating. So I'm actually very excited for that one. I'm not gonna pick it up for this video though. I don't know if I want to do a fantasy or if I really want to read Heartless. So I have this book, and my mom works at the library, and she got this in as like a new released book, and I told her to get it for me because it looked kind of good and I haven't heard anything about it. It's called The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. A mortal woman, an ageless god, a union that will save the world or destroy it. It's a fantasy slash romantasy. Wait a minute. I have to look that up because there's a freaking sticker over this and I can't read it, but I want to see what it says. It says, inspired by Beauty and the Beast and the myth of Hades and Persephone, this lush and enchanting enemies to lovers fantasy romance is perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas, Jennifer L. Armentrout, and Scarlett St. Clair. So it's literally like Beauty and the Beast meets Hades and Persephone. Wait, this is actually weird. I'm sensing a blue theme in all the books I'm reading in this video. These are both blue, and Reckless is blue too because I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. That's weird. Anyways, I'm gonna start this and stop rambling on. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's the next day. I just need a break mentally, and I know I started this video for the hurricane, but it's over now. So I have 7 hours and 23 minutes left, and I've been reading this book slash listening to it, and I count listening to an audiobook as a form of reading, so I'm counting it. Like whenever I listen to it, the timer is going. It just gives my eyes a break. Anyways, I'm on chapter 7, page 62. Only that much in, and honestly I don't think I'm gonna continue this. I think I'm gonna softy enough this for now. I might pick it back up, but it honestly is so similar to ACOTAR. The North Wind, like the god, he comes to collect a woman every few years to like be with him until the end of her days, and Ren is protecting her sister, and they're twin sisters, so she takes her spot and they get married, and then she reveals that it's not actually her sister, and he like is mad at her, and then he's supposed to be like the dark, grumpy, like rude one, and then he has a brother that's spring wind or west wind or something, and he's like about the spring, and he's like nice and everything and caring, and I'm just like, I don't know, it is too familiar for me to enjoy it, and I feel like I'm honestly not that much into a fantasy mood right now. So I think I'm gonna read Heartless on my Kindle, the second book in the Chestnut Springs series. I know it follows Cade and Willa. That is Rhett's brother from the first book, and Willa is, oh my gosh, what is her name? What's the girl's name in Flawless? Anyways, it's her best friend. I think it's a nanny trope, and he's like grumpy, and I just can't wait to read more of the Chestnut Springs series. It's such a good series, even though I've only read the first book. So anyways, I'm gonna read that on my Kindle because I do not have the physical copy. So I will come back with a little update, and hopefully today will be the last day of this challenge. So I know I've changed again, but don't worry, it's still the same day. Stop my timer at 4 hours and 11 minutes left. And I am currently 32% done with Heartless on page 144 on my Kindle. Almost done. I feel like I'm at the home stretch right now. Update on the book though, I'm loving it. It's definitely different from Flawless because we're following the grumpy single dad brother that never smiles and is always like scowling at everybody. So it's definitely different from Rhett being the youngest brother, the crazy, always smiling brother. So, but I honestly like it a lot. I forgot to say at the beginning it was single dad, but I said it was nanny, so I figured y'all would put that together. I'm speeding through it, honestly. The only thing is that I feel like I just need a break from reading. Like I would much rather listen to the audiobook right now because I just want to chill today. Like my head hurts from staying up late and reading and stuff. So, and I'm not gonna finish it in this video, I don't think. So my Kindle says I have like 5 hours left. So I don't think I'll finish it in this video, but I'm definitely loving it. You're getting to see Cade and how he's dealing with Willa living with him because she is his nanny for the summer and she just moves in with him for the summer. So he hated it in the beginning, hated how much she talked, how happy she was, whatever, and now he's like getting accustomed to her staying there. Like she left for the weekend because she doesn't work on weekends, and he was like actually missing her almost, like, and she's only stayed for a week. I like that I can see Summer and Rhett in this book too. I finally remember her name because it was in the first few chapters, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the Chestnut Springs series so far, and I can't wait to continue it. I'm definitely going to. And yeah, that's all my updates for now. I'm gonna go to Colin's house and eat dinner, and I'll probably finish this tonight. I will come back with any updates on the book, or I will come back when I'm done. Ignore this, I'm cold. I have an update. I have not actually, let me stop my timer. 3 hours and 10 minutes left. So close. I think it's because I read Mile High, and that's kind of more of like a spicy romance. Chestnut Springs isn't like Mile High, but it is like a spicy romance. I'm just not in the mood for that right now. Ignore my dirty laundry behind me. I did not notice that. So I was like, I just want to listen to an audiobook right now. I just want to listen to it and picture it without having to try, and I just want to play solitaire. So I was scrolling through my audiobook options, and I forgot that I started the Book Lovers by Emily Henry audiobook a while ago, and I never finished it. So I've been listening to that for the past hour. Okay, it says I'm on chapter 8. I was already a few chapters in whenever I started listening to it. Basically, it follows Nora and Charlie. Isn't that his name? Yeah, Charlie. And she's a book publisher. She's something to do with like book publishing, but he's like the same thing, and she's like a shark is what they call her. Like, she's very straight to the point. She's always dressed up and fancy, and she's super serious all the time. And her little sister's pregnant, and she felt like since she was pregnant she's been busy with like her family, and they haven't been as close as they used to be. It's always talked about how if Book Lovers is your favorite Emily Henry book, then you're an older sister. I am in fact an older sister, but basically her sister wants to go take like a little trip to this small town in North Carolina just to have like a little getaway vacation together before she has her baby. And Nora is there, and she finds out that Charlie is also there. They're literally the same person. New York, business, work, serious. So yeah, I got their first interaction just now. Their banter is so good. I was actually like laughing out loud, but I don't know, the way I love listening to this audiobook because the way that the narrator just does her voice so well, like it fits her character in the book so well, and it helps me picture it so much. I'm enjoying it very much, and I'm probably gonna listen to this for a little bit longer tonight. And it's late, it's 12:50, and I'm tired. I'm probably not gonna finish it tonight. Ugh. Why am I such a failure? Why do all of my 24-hour reading videos end up being almost a week long? So I am overall enjoying Book Lovers. I don't know why I'm enjoying Book Lovers more than Heartless at the moment. I am still enjoying Heartless though, don't take away from that. I think I'm just in the mood for this type of Emily Henry romance more than an Elsie Silver romance. Not that either one of them are better than the other, it's just the mood that I'm in. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now, stop procrastinating, wasting time because I'm so tired. And I'm gonna keep listening to this and playing solitaire in my grandma era. Stop timer. Officially done reading for 24 hours. Not straight, but still reading for 24 hours. I'm actually so tired. I think the last clip was me telling you that I was gonna finish this last night. I did not. I got tired and I fell asleep. Anyways, I am 244 pages into Book Lovers. You guys, I'm loving it so much. I think honestly their banter might be the best banter of an Emily Henry book that I've read so far, and I feel like that's not fair to Beach Read just because I haven't read Beach Read in a while, so I want to like reread that. I'm honestly gonna listen to the audiobook for the rest of it probably because I don't know what it is, like I said, about the narrator, but she just fits this book so well and I just picture it so much better. But yeah, let's do a recap of all the books. So first, finished Reckless. I settled on a 4 stars for this book. I very much enjoyed the banter. I enjoyed the building and the romance and the things that they went through together and all that stuff about the romance, but the plot was lacking, so I feel like I took it down a star just because of that, because it felt repetitive in some parts. But I'm very excited though still to read Fearless, and I still do think that this could be a 5-star series. Next, I read Mile High. I am not gonna lie to you guys, I have not been able to stop thinking about this book. I think I've thought about it every single day since I finished it, which I don't even remember when I finished it, but I know it was a few days ago, and I've thought about it sometimes more than once throughout the day. I can't get past the fact that Xander's in the beginning was literally like a player, but like dead serious, talked about women like they were objects, and I don't know, but at the same time it's like so much growth happened throughout this book. Like, it was so long and so many things happened throughout both the characters, and I don't know. I still am not sure. I'm probably gonna settle on a 4 stars again, so this is either a 4 stars or 4.25. Next, I read The North Wind. This is a soft DNF for now, but it might be a permanent DNF. It's very similar to ACOTAR, and I basically already know what's gonna happen. Like, it's predictable, but not in a good way. Like, you'll read a romance book and it's predictable, but you still enjoy it. But this is like predictable in a way that's like, do I want to waste my time reading this because I know exactly what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? So I might just full on DNF this because there's other books that I'd rather read, but if I ever do come back to this book, I will let you guys know, and you can follow my Goodreads to see if I do end up finishing it and what I rate it. And then I started Heartless, which is the second book in the Chestnut Springs series. I have not read that since I talked about it. I mainly went to Book Lovers. Definitely gonna finish it though. I am loving the story. I just was in the mood more for this type of romance rather than that type of romance, like I said. I'm definitely gonna keep reading it though and continuing the Chestnut Springs series because I already love it so much. Their little small town, country, single dad. I just love all the vibes. And then lastly, of course, is Book Lovers. Now I did not finish this, but I'm definitely going to within the next few days because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Honestly, I'm probably gonna finish it tomorrow and listen to the audiobook while I'm doing something. I feel like it's gonna be at least a 4 stars. I'm so obsessed with this book. I don't know, Emily Henry just knows how to write a book. Anyways, that is all the books for this 24-hour video. Let me know if you guys do enjoy these 24-hour reading videos and if you want me to try to actually seriously do 24 hours straight. I did that before and I was almost very successful. I stayed up till like 6 a.m. I think. But let me know if you guys want me to try that again. And if you guys like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. I just hit 5,000 subscribers like the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. So thankful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and enjoying my content. If you aren't subscribed, totally subscribe. Join my little family here. You guys are my besties. Anyways, all my socials are linked in the description if you want to go follow them. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye!